What's up, everyone? Skybox here. Hey, before we get into this, I want to give you a real quick what and why I'm doing this. I see more people joining, so I just want them to understand what's going on here. So the why, this is called Quick Look, and I'm doing 2 of these every day. I do one in the morning, and I do another one about an hour before lock. And the reason I call it Quick Look is because I want these videos to be less than 10 minutes, right? They say time is money. So many videos you see usually are 45 to 60 minutes. And now, when I have time to watch videos, I don't want to spend that much time doing it, and I want the information quickly. So that's why I call it a quick look. Now, the what I am doing. There are some videos that are providing information within that 10-minute time frame. However, I get the impression that they're providing information based on one set of projection numbers usually. It's either projection numbers that they came up with, or it's based off of one site they are using. What I'm doing is I'm scanning multiple sites and looking at their optimal lineups. And my reasoning behind this is I'm not tied to one set of projection numbers. And I believe by scanning multiple sites that if I see any of them showing the same person, that should be somebody I should pay attention to. That should be somebody that maybe is part of your cash game lineups. Or you do the opposite, and maybe that's someone you pivot off of in your GPP games, right? So I'm compiling all this information every day for myself anyways, so I just figured it'd be best to share it with you. All right, so now let's get into what this is all about, right? All right, this is the first quick look for Saturday, the 27th. Before we look into these lineups, these mock lineups that I created right here, I just wanted to remind everyone, Siakam went out probably just prior to me doing the video yesterday, and of course that started changing some of these optimal lineups, but we didn't have that information, or I didn't have that information yet. So my lineups, mock lineups didn't do that well because the value wasn't there. But you know, let's still see how the player did, because it's still about the player also, not always about finding value. We still, example, De'Aaron Fox is still going to play no matter what an injury happens on a team that he's not playing for or against, sorry. All right, so let's get into it. So first lineup we're going to check here. And then there we go. We had Fox, right? Sacramento beat Detroit 110-107. Fox had 27.6 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks, which got him 49 fantasy points. A lot of people took him at 42.3% here. SGA constantly pops up, right? Atlanta lost to OKC 109-118. SGA had 24 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, which got him 37 fantasy points. Half the league here, the teams here took him. He needed a little bit more to get value, if you ask me. We put in Hayward in this lineup as well. You can see Charlotte lost to Golden State 121-130. Hayward got 12 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, which ended up getting him 25.9 fantasy points. Almost a third of the people took him. Now, this guy showed up in multiple lineups, and it did not pan out. And this was Roby, right? OKC still won, but he only got 7 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds for 13.8. So that one didn't pan out. The other guy that popped up was Cantor, right? 11 points, 2 2 assists, 17 rebounds, which ended up getting him 34.9 points. So that was kind of nice. You can see his percentage was low, and it might be based off of one other guy who is showing up in projections, which I have in the other lineup. However, that did not pan out. So in this lineup, we also had Fox, SGA, Hayward, Roby, but then there was Biyombo, right? This guy, see, higher percentage, 23.7, but this guy did not play. He was in out there on the court, obviously, but then it seems like they pulled him, and they just started playing small ball against Golden State. So, he was the only center or true center on Charlotte yesterday, with Zeller being out, but they just did not use him. So those were the quick recap of the 2 mock drafts. Obviously, we only focused on the 5 picks that we put. All the rest of the guys were fillers that we did just to save the mock draft. So, all right, let's get into the picks for today. So the first guy that's popping up here right now, I haven't seen the last handful of days I've been doing this, but he is showing up on multiple lineups, and that's Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio is probably popping up because Minnesota right now, I think, has the 3rd highest projected total. So they probably figured someone that can dish out the ball should be able to get value. His usage is only 16%, but I believe a lot of lineups are putting him in there because of the high projected total for the team. Actually, also on top of that, Washington is not that great against point guard, so maybe they'll free up Rubio a little bit. So I do see him showing up on some of these lineups. Next guy, he shows up every day. It's really no surprise. It's SGA, right? SGA is in a good situation today as well. It looks like they have, not as a team for projection totals, but a position, right? Denver is very weak against his position. So, and then plus we, besides yesterday, which I thought was a little low, you see that he got 56, 40, and, 49. So he is showing up. On small forward, great player, no doubt about that. And number 1 with Durant out is Brandon Ingram. Ingram has been playing well late, a little less last time out, but the previous 3 games were pretty good. This is another case where New Orleans has the 4th highest projections in total today. So they put Ingram up there in showing. His usage rate is 27%. So of course everything gets pretty much filtered through him, and you can see he plays tons of minutes. Power forward, and I guess this is more of if he plays, right? Because I think he's been out the last handful of days. So that would be Porzingis, right? Game time decision. Been out the last 3 games. So we'll have to see if he really plays, but I have seen him pop up in multiple lineups throughout sites. It looks like they're about 6th highest team total today, and playing against Brooklyn, their issue is defense. So with going against his position, Brooklyn's the 2nd worst. So if he plays, it's probably going to end up being good. All right, and at center, the guy that is popping up and, hopefully will help with free up a little money, and that's DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, besides the last game, you can see he played 30 minutes each game, 47 points, 31 points, easily has hit value. Brooklyn has the second highest team total today. And Dallas isn't the greatest against the center position. Looks like they're 8th from the bottom. So that's probably why DeAndre Jordan's showing up. So these are the top 5 that are showing up, one from each position: Rubio, SGA, Ingram, Porzingis, and Jordan. Just so that we can save this, so that we could reference back. I'm going to finish it up just real quick with a mock lineup. So, and it's going to be based on people that I am seeing this morning show up in these things. So I'm going to go through it real quick. None of those guys are showing. Actually, I have a feeling that's going to be hard this morning to get any of them to pop, because all of them are not really here. So let's plug in who else out, and this will actually help you see who else is showing up. So Michael Carter-Williams is showing up in multiple lineups. For shooting guard, actually, Anthony Edwards is showing up, so that's good. And then small forward, actually RJ Barrett is showing up, so let's plug him in. So it actually leaves us with 97, and I have seen Randall pop up as well, so we're going to plug him in. So our main objective is to get the first 5. The other guys we're just plugging in just to save our little position here. All right, so that was it for this quick look. Join me about an hour before lock. Come looking for the next video for the final quick look. All right, guys? Hope you have a great day and be profitable.